Metal Monthly, Metal Monthly. New metal, no new metal. Metal Monthly, Metal Monthly. Whew. Howdy, Banger fans. Blayne Smith, welcoming you to Metal Monthly. Banger's look at what's coming up that month in metal releases. Sweet. Obviously, bit of a Spectre hangover this episode. The worst news possible before going into filming this was the passing of Riley from Power Trip. Just the absolute best dude, personally, for metal music, for metal scenes, for punk scenes, for everything. Just really can't speak to how much the guy did, how much he just really meant to everybody. So it was in the kind of statement from the band, Dallas Hope Charities. There'll be a link down below if you want to donate to them, and just wanted to dedicate this month's episode to him because, you know, what better way to honor than the guy than telling you 5 cool new underground releases coming out that we should all support. You know, support charities, support artists. That's all we can really do at this point. So, moving on, the worst of segues. As always, I'm gonna go through a list of some bigger albums coming out that you might have heard about, you might wanna check out, you might just wanna chuckle and go, oh wow, still? You know, with me, it's fun, it's a good time. September 4th, we've got Oceans of Slumber. Dylan loves them, releasing Oceans of Slumber on Century Media. Zach Sabbath is releasing Vertigo on Magnetic Eye. September 11th, we've got Aborted Fetus releasing Pyramids of Damnation on Comatose. We've got Marilyn Manson releasing We Are Chaos on Loma Vista. We've got Mastodon releasing Medium Rarities on Reprise. Almost messed that one up. September 18th, we've got Carnation. I really loved their last album, really excited for this one. Releasing Where Death Lies on Season of Mist. Fintroll is releasing whatever, man. I'm not even gonna try on Century Media. Napalm Death is releasing Throes of Joy in the Jaws of Defeatism on Century Media. September 25th, we've got Deftones releasing Ohms on Warner. Cataclysm, Banger Pals releasing Unconquered on Nuclear Blast, and The Ocean releasing Phanerozoic 2, Mesozoic, Cenozoic on Metal Blade Records. So, that was some of the bigger stuff, the things you might have heard about already, the things you might know or have had on your radar. Here's some things that you might not have on your radar, the things that I'm really excited about, the things I've been listening to. You know, some great, cool new music coming for you. So, let's dive in. So actually, you know, normally I have one I'm excited about this month, but this month is jam-packed full of releases and I'm excited about all of them. So, in no particular order, 5 awesome releases, yes. Up first, we got Void Rot, Descending Pillars, Sentient Rune Laboratories, coming out September 11th. Let's have a listen now. Although, you know, it's like an 8-minute song. It's not gonna do it justice. Go listen on the Bandcamp afterwards. So this is some Minneapolis death doom with a bleak cover by Timo Ketola for a bleak record. So this is a new band, basically, sort of, mostly. Yeah, it's a new band. They were formed in 2017. That's new. It's barely it's almost 2021. Whatever. Anyways, it's a new band. They'd released an EP and a split before, but this is their first record, and so I'm excited to bring you a new band, and I'm also excited because, hey, they pulled it off, which is, you know, a tricky thing to do because there was some hype building around them. They've already carved out a really great guitar tone for themselves that they can, you know, take to the bank, so to speak. Great sound to the record. It really adds with the kind of the steady pounding of the drums to have a nice droney, head noddy kind of record where you're like, whoa, where did 37 minutes go? But the thing that gets me really excited is the last track. So the last track kind of builds and diverges from what's been going on. It shows real promise for the future. I'm really excited to see that last track. You kind of got, you know, a great debut because you got what you wanted out of the first tracks, and then the last track kind of surprised me a bit and gave me some, oh man, you know, you guys, hey, I can't wait to hear what that's, you know, first record done, already excited for the second one. Good job, guys. So up next, opposite direction. Love doing the fwaha. We've got Persecutor with Permanent Winter, Svart Records, coming out September 4th. Let's have a little listen now, and hey, there's a music video that I love, so let's watch the music video with it a little bit.
Night terror in the day, crank power on the way, straight leather in the streets, carve you obsolete. Black death punk skins, black death punk skins. It's just rock and roll. It's just rock and roll.
So this is metal sort of conceived in Romania, but now executed in California. The main dude behind everything is Romanian, so that's exciting. I always like getting a new country to scratch off the metal monthly map. Don't know if I've had a Romanian band before, I don't think so. And boy, what a fun record. The cover, perfect way to get you into it, man. Just a real complete package. This is like less a band and more an act. They've really executed on the vibe, the visuals, like the music video. From what I hear, the live shows are nuts. You know, they've really kind of crafted something, and the name of the game here is just fun. If you want some kind of really first wave, venomy, simple, fun, catchy, just good times, black metal, black and roll, you know, black and roll. This is what I'm talking about. Puts a real smile on my face. It's just such a fun record, and you know, hey, there's a lot of bad stuff going on, so we don't need some big tomb of a record all the time, some big slab. We just sometimes need to put it on a record, have some fun, forget about our troubles, and this is a good way to do it. And hey, there's a Unimog in the video, which got me absolutely stoked, and I don't really stick the guitar out of it. It's fun. Now let's head on over to the death metal world for Desolator, Sermon of Apathy on Black Lion Records, coming out September 4th as well. Boom, check it out. So this is some old school Swedish death metal. It doesn't sound overly Swedish or overly old school. How do I explain? Let's talk about their cover first. Alex Tartsis made a cool cosmic horror plant dick hole kind of thing going on that has a bit of the vibe of this record, where the contents are kind of, you know, old school feeling with kind of a nice crisp drawing style. So yeah, the record doesn't have HM2 all over it, and isn't recorded like crap, but how do I, okay, so basically it's like a band in Sweden that's playing death metal in 1993, gets frozen in ice, and then they de-thaw today and are like, okay, well, this is where death metal is, let's try and make a record like that. Yeah, because it's got progressive and technical elements, and they're not afraid to get a little doom going on to set the mood, you know, dim the lights, get that song a little longer. And it has those elements, but it never sounds like progressive or technical or modern. You'd never really describe it that way. So it's cool. It's a nice, different thing. It breaks it up. I really like it. I love when a band expands as much as I love when a band stays in a very tight lane. So you gotta have both in your life. I feel like the old school fans will be more of a fan of this record than the like progressive technical guys, but everybody give it a shot. That's what we should be doing. We should be giving things shots, trying new things, branching out, like these guys did. They branched out and it turned out great. Yeah. All right, moving on. We've got Körgull the Exterminator, Sharpen Your Spikes on Xtreem Music, coming out September 9th. Oh boy, let's have a listen just so I can look at that cover art. So this is some Spanish blackened thrash, and boy, they just keep nailing the cover art every time, thanks to Alistor Nihilo Satan. I wonder if that's his real last name. You gotta look at a high-res photo of it, because the amount of details going on in there, you gotta zoom in, you gotta, you know, get out your tablet, get your fingers spreading that back. Yeah, just look. There's a lot to soak in, and it's all awesome. So I found out about this band because they did a split with Deathhammer, who I absolutely love, and the split is brilliantly titled. It's titled "When the Hammer Strikes, the Exterminator Arrives." Man, good title for those two bands working together. And yeah, if you heard Deathhammer and were like, "Oh, Deathhammer, what?" If you like Deathhammer, you'll like this, because they're very similar bands, but this group has lower vocals, which is funny, because they have a female vocalist in Lilith Necrobitch. Again, just great naming going on. And it's just awesome. I was first listening to this in the car the first time I put it on, and the amount of times I was like, what? And then just got worried about the road, because there's all these cool riffs that just get you excited, and you're like, oh, that's so cool, and you get distracted from what you're doing, and you just want to have a good time. You know, you ever just kind of like sort of mosh with the steering wheel? Like, yeah. I like to do that. Yeah, great record, sick riffs. Super awesome. Deathhammer fans, they're like that. Get it? Great. So finally, we've got our palette cleanse of the month, and boy, I know we haven't had palette cleanses in a little bit. They've been a little less palette cleansing. This will totally cleanse the palette. This is some straight ahead Swedish rock music by Night. It's called High Tides and Distant Skies on the Sign Records, September 11th. Let's rock out.
Dreaming under the moonlight sky. Have you ever been wondering why? If it will ever shine on you, if it will ever find you to the moonlight sky.
So yeah, this is just some Swedish 70s, 80s rock music. It's got a great classic cover that you could see printed on a mirror that your dad won at a county fair in the 70s to do cocaine off of. Just, you know, really fun. I've been saying fun so much this month, but you know, I'm trying to bring the fun, guys. There's a lot of not fun stuff happening all the time, 100% of the time. If you like Blue Oyster Cult, there's a track that sounds a little Blue Oyster Culty. If you like Yes, there's a track that sounds a little Yes-y. Basically, if you're looking at those last couple weekends on the calendar going, man, I only have a little while left to strap on some jean shorts, hang a little moose knuckle, and hose off my car in the old parking strip, or whatever, you know, driveway. This is the record to do it too. You gotta buy this record for that. And hey, if you don't have a car, just get out a kiddie pool, blast yourself with a hose, drink a couple beers, and you know, live like your dad did, because your dad. Get this for your dad. Hey, it's my dad's birthday this month. Hey, I'll get him this record. This is some dad stuff. Nice. Look at that. Thinking. So hey, that's been Metal Monthly for the month. You know, like I said, rough news, but Dallas Hope Charities, go give them some money. These bands, go give them some money. Power Trip, go grab that record that you've been sleeping on because you got no brain cells. Go grab a shirt. Go grab some sweatpants, a lighter. They got all kinds of cool stuff. You know, just hug somebody. Hug a buddy. Hug a buddy. Give a buddy a hug.
Dreaming of the